Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to See Your Soul 3 Revolution with me, Lise. This is going to be a general message for the sun and star sign of Scorpio. Scorpio, I was led to light a black candle. Usually, black candles are to deflect negativity. So, there's something in your surrounding in your area, like in your aura field, something like that, where you're like trying to get clarity on something. Let's see what's going on though, shall we? We're going to check with the universe first, okay? We're going to see what the strongest energy that's coming in for you, Scorpio, right now. And we're going to see what energy is through the tarot that's coming in that you need to watch out for. So we're going to see strongest energies coming in, energies you need to watch out for, and the energies that are good that are coming in. And I'll clarify if I need to. All right, let's dive in. Excuse me. I like seltzer. And tonic water. Okay, for Scorpio spirit, the strongest energy from the universe that's coming in for them right now, the strongest energy that's influencing them right now. Mercury. Mercury talks about communication, talks about networking, thinking, learning. Mercury is the planet. You might be dealing with a Virgo, you might be dealing with a Gemini. You don't have to be, but that's their ruling planet. Or you could have those signs relevant or significant in your chart. But that's the strongest energy that wants to come in. Think, learn, network, communicate, right? Let's see. I'm hearing for good, for bad, just is. So this is something you're going to need to figure out on your own, guys. You have a lot of energy that's coming in that want you to network with you, that want to communicate with you, but you need to think and you need to like learn the patterns of people so you can know who to keep and who to like see it, who wants to be a not I. Yikes. Like that. Bottom of the deck, we have the North Node. Now, North Node is when you follow your true purpose. It's like the South Node is our karma, our North Node is our dharma. So a lot of you have been, what's coming in, communication for what you're meant to do, what you're meant to have, what you're destined to have, because you've already went through all your karma, all your, so now you're the dharma. So there's a lot of communication that's going to be coming in, and you will be networking with people, communicating with people that are on this same path as you. Everyone has their own destiny, right, and their own journey, but there's people around you that are like kind of aligned to do the same things that you're doing, just in their own way, right? It's going to align. But there's also like losers and low vibrational yuckies that think that they can sneak in. But red flags are red flags. So pay attention to those signs, right? We're going to leave this one out too. Let's see what the energies, the strongest energies that are coming in for the negative, what they need to watch out for Scorpio spirit. The strongest energies that are negative, that mean them no good. Okay, you got Uranus, radical change. So there's a lot of energy that's coming in. They could be in Aquarius, they don't have to be, right? But it's Uranus. The energies that are coming in, there's a lot of change that's coming in. This is for the bad. So there's like people that are going to try to manipulate you because they think they have you figured out or pegged, something like that, Scorpio. And when they're harnessing Uranus energy, that's intellectual. So don't let people's words fool you. Remember to read what they're not saying. Pay attention to that. Don't fall prey to people like fucking just fluffing up words. It's like, no, the bottom line is you're insecure. You got no goals. You're boring. And what do my Scorpios say? I am too successful, too busy, and way too pretty and handsome to deal with this. See ya. Don't want to be ya. Yikes. It's like that. Those are the energies you need to be careful. People that think they're like sharks, they're trying to It's almost like it's shark-like energy, but they're like little baby shark, and you are the great white. Yeah, yeah, you're gonna eat these motherfuckers up for lunch, for breakfast, really, for a snack, I should say. Not even a big meal, it's a snack. Yep. But be careful because they're using intellect. So they might, maybe that's where people have caught you up before in the past because they, with their intellect, but you've been through so much, you know it. These are the people that like will choose to hang around with people that are lower and lesser than them and you because they can control those types. Yikes. But they want your good energy, your good ideas. They want you next to them because maybe you look good for them, with them. You also probably bring a lot of attention to them by just being there, and all of your good energy rubs off on them, so they get the blessings of just being in your presence, what that brings, first off. But they get something out of it. So you really need to pay attention of who you're messaging, who you're talking to, who you're allowing in your energy, what you're saying. Like, it's like really tighten up here is what I'm getting, because there's a lot of people chattering in the back, and it's like, yikes. It's like haters in some senses. They're like low-key fans, but they're like such on a low level. It's like you hating on me, but I don't see you driving a Range Rover. So like my enemies are baroque. Something like that. Just be careful of that energy. What's the good energy that's coming in for them? The positive energy that's coming in for Scorpio spirit, the positive. House 6, nice, nice. I love this. And there might be mutable signs. So these kind of go hand in hand. So house 6 talks about establishing, it's like foundation, it's health, it's daily life and practical details. It's very good. It's bringing in, the shell is coming, like you're dropping, like people are dropping their masks or their armor to complete the heart. Something like that. That's just an intuitive hit that I'm getting. They might be mutable signs, which is Gemini, Pisces, Sagittarius, and Virgo. Doesn't have to be, but those are, the signs that I'm seeing, but that doesn't mean that has to be that. It's just, it can be. And if you are already dealing with that, it's just an extra message that, yeah, these are the good ones. Mutable signs, like, it's like fluidity. They welcome change. They, don't need to speak unless like they're like wavy gravy until, hold up, my boundaries are being crossed, or you crossed a line, or I need to speak up, right? Mutables don't, they just kind of go with the flow until they need to speak up, right? That's all that means in that way. Or me as a personal reader, how I take them. But these are people that are also establishing foundations. They're worried, and not worried, but they're concerned for their own mental, physical, and emotional health, spiritual health. They pay attention to daily life, like the details, but it's also like daily life and the practical details, but also the big picture too. So that's the good energy that's coming in. Let's clarify some of these, shall we? Just to be sure. Just to be extra sure. All right, let's clarify Mercury for the overall energy that's coming in for them, and always, for good, for bad, just is show them. Wow, there you are, Scorpio. You popped out when the Death card, endings and beginnings, which coincides with what we've just been saying. Remember, I was hearing, or was channeling, for better, for worse, it just is. You're going to have a lot of people coming in, and you saw how quick that card snapped. Like, it was like, I'm here, right? You are adamant. You're coming out in death energy. You're coming out in scorpionic energy, which is transformation. It is, I shut shit down in a second. Like, even if I feel like there's weak game coming up to me, you don't get time for this, and you're not making time. And you know who you are, what you're about, what you bring, your value to yourself and to others. So it's like, I don't think so, Papa. I don't think so, Mama. You heard all this shit about me? Go hear it again. I ain't clearing nothing up. Matter of fact, believe it. I'm worse than what you heard. Right? It's like that type of energy. But on the flip side, it's also the energy of, because of everything that I've went through, I now see that you people are good for me. You're good, you're good, you're good. All right, okay, green flag, green flag, green flag, green flag, red flag, red flag, red flag, green flag. You got this shit under lock. And you're popping out, yep. And you'll be pulling out your stinger when you need to. And you're basically going to be returning the energy in which you're given in your own way. So it's like, don't dish out what you can't receive, what you can't take, right? It's like that. Yes. And you're putting a death to any bullshit communication too. It's like, don't try to waste my time. Don't try to talk to me so that you can go masturbate later. Like, it's like that. Like, people actually do that. Yikes. But that's a different thing. It's also a lot of transformation too. Look, we got the butterfly here, which also is representative of spring too, but it's transformation and the death. So this spring is going to be really great for you in particular. There's a lot of blue, which talks about the throat chakra, a lot of communication. It's very, very like third eye too. It's just like logic. It's the intellect of the third eye. Like, then it's not emotional. It is how it is. I don't need to let my emotions get in the way of nothing. I'm in control of my own emotions. And if you think you have me on lock, or if you think you have me pegged or whatever, let me just surprise you, papa. Let me just surprise you, mama. You don't. And I'm not even going to waste the energy or the time that it would take to let you know that. I'm just going to dismiss you like the peasant you are. It's like that. And on the flip side, it's, I'm going to embrace you because you are where I'm at in life or higher, and I want to work with you. So you're very balanced at this time, very balanced. Let's clarify for Uranus, for the for Scorpio, for Uranus. They are the negative energies that's coming in. Can we get some more clarity on that? Some warnings for them? The Tower. Wow. There you are again, Scorpio. 2 Scorpio cards, Death and the Tower. Of course, I see this also as Aries energy because of the Mars. You guys share Mars. But yeah, you're going to be shaking shit down because the radical change that's coming in, it's going to be tower moment after tower moment for people like, wow, I really can't fuck with this one. Wow, I can't get over on this one. Wow, this one doesn't play games. Wow. Like, people are just going to fall off, and it might feel like to you like, wow, what's going on here, but it has nothing to do with you. The people that are falling off or are going to fall off or just stop communicating, they've realized they can't manipulate you, and so they need to go after people that are lower than where you are. Yikes. So the immature and the losers, the low vibrations, the arrogant, the assholes, the bitches, the cattiness, all of these things, right? People that like to ain't shit, but they pretend that they are. You're going to be able to see all through that. People that like don't really do business well, but like they talk like they do. But like when it comes to put your money where your mouth is, everyone's got a reason and an excuse not to, but nobody wants to do the research. Yikes, people. Yikes. Yeah, you're seeing through it. It's tower moment time. It's like things like you're setting fire. I set fire to the rain. Yeah. It's going up in a blaze. People can't fuck with you. It's like you can't be fucked with. You can't be played. Maybe you have been in the past. It's just not, it's a thing of the past. And anyone that wants to bring up your past, see you later. Bye. Let me kick you back to the past. You can go find out about me back there, away from me. See ya. Don't want to be ya. Yikes. Gross. Yeah. Yep. Scorpio, you're too independent right now. You're too independent, too successful, too beautiful, too handsome, too smart, too intelligent. Your intellect just keeps on going and going, because what is an intellect? Somebody that keeps learning and wants to keep learning. You keep excelling. People just can't match up. So they're either going to hate on you or they're going to want to like be next to you. And so, but you got to be careful because there's snakes in the grass. And so God will hide you so the snakes can come out and you can say, okay, off with the head. Like the, what? Red Queen says from Alice in Wonderland, Queen of Hearts, off with the head. Let's see the North Node, though. What do we got going on? Because Mercury North Node, the good people, the good part of the people that are coming in, that are also on the same, like the destined to have, following your North Node, following your heart, all the Dharma, the good luck. Because these are the Uranus are the people with the bad luck. The North Node are along with house 6, but the North Node coincides with Mercury. Some of the people that are coming in are not going to be good for you, but you're going to see through it. And the ones that are good for you, they're on the same, like, you guys are walking on the same different journeys, but for right now, your paths align because you're both both. Okay, so there's someone in particular, but you're elevating. You're all at an elevated state, walking together, enlightened. Let's see who these people are, though. Let's see. Who are some of these people for Scorpio? The good ones for North Node. Wow. It's the Two of Swords, but in this deck, it's the Two of Birds. But so it's like mental choice. It's people, and the Nine of Wands, and then the Hierophant at the bottom. It is people who were also felt like they were a bird in a cage, and they let themselves out of the cage, and that's how their decisions were made, as yours was. They're wounded warriors. They're also they see through the dark as well. With the predators can't prey on them because they see through the dark as well with the prying eyes, right? And predators can't even see them. It's like they can see just like you, they can see the predators through the dark. You can see through someone's soul. You can see the darkness in them with your light eyes. Yep. And they're enlightened with the Hierophant, enlightened beings. Those are what you got coming in. So they could be a Taurus, they could be a Leo, and they could be a Libra. Don't have to be, right? Let's see what we got for house 6. So house 6 are the positive influences. We saw the negative ones, but you're going to be aware of that. They also might be an Aries or a Scorpio or an Aquarius, but they don't have to be. But I'm just letting you know, right? It's the energy. House 6 for the positive people, because this was the North Node, people on the same path as you, like the work that you do, not the work that you get paid for, like as a business or as like a job that pays you, right? Like, yes, in some sense, if you're doing what you love, right, and you're making a difference in the world, but the work that you do that is helpful to others and yourself, right? That's the people that you're meeting with the Mercury. You're going to be communicating with them. You're going to be networking with them. People at the top collaborate. Those at the bottom compete. Leeches compete. Yeah. I'm on the Nicorette gum again, so bear with me. You hear the chomping. House 6, though, are the positive influences on like a social aspect and dating too. The people that, maybe they're not following maybe they've already followed. Anyway, these are people that are on your level that you are meeting or going to be meeting or already in your circle that are going to be great platonic friends that will become lovers that, you may have romantic. It's just a good group of people. Let's see what we got for Scorpio for house 6. Wow, you got the Seven of Wands. These are also people with high boundaries as well. Look, it's like a little maze. Go up here to get here. They're going to be all sporadic. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, right? But it's all sporadic. It's like one person may live here, then another person might live 10 miles away, 5 miles away. You have all of these people. You're all reaching for the stars. You're all coming together. Building. I'm also seeing some kind of homestead type environment, if that's something that you're looking at or looking for. I'm also seeing RV life, camper life. Also seeing a house, and even though there's no house here, I'm seeing a house, like it's like a red barn type house thing with a tree, 2 trees, and a dirt driveway, and forest in the back. Like some of the land. Anyway, I'm going into way too much detail. But it's a lot of loners coming together for a common goal in friendship, in platonic friendships, in romantic relationships. Like you're meeting, you're vibing with these people, or you will be. Now, they could be an Aries, Leo, Sag. They don't have to be. But it's the energy of that. They have the passion for what this is, which is the passion for true connection, true friendships, real people coming together, true people, right? I'm also getting an emphasis on old homies that you may have grown up with, or that you feel a homey-like connection to, as if you like they feel like home to you, but it's not a trauma bond type home, right? Because when we're unhealed, we trauma bond because people feel like home because we've not healed from the things that we were conditioned to, right? Or made us feel like we were. Just want to make sure the mic was on, or before we understood the difference between a trauma bond and a codependent and a people pleaser and an actual true connection because you've done the inner work. These are people that have done the inner work. Like your goals are aligning here. All right. Let's see. Spirit doesn't want me to really emphasize on love because if it's going to come, it's going to come. Right? This is more of a what's going on with you. Is there any final thoughts? Let's see what the final thoughts are from your ancestors and guides. Final thoughts from ancestors and guides, the spirit team and ancestors for Scorpio spirit. Purity. That's you. Spirit said 2 more. 3 wanted to come out. Purity, innocence, release, and then you'll get balance, hope. So it's like your ancestors and guides are saying, we see the purity in you. We always have. Now you're seeing it into yourself, and you're meeting all others of this. It's like all the ancestors in the spirit realm, they knock on doors, right? How we do in real life, they do up there. And they're like, okay, let's get this granddaughter together and this grandson together and this granddaughter, or this, and just they knock on doors. They're high ranking in the spirit realm. And we have our ancestors and guides around us that work for us on our behalf, but we have to also be open to it as well, right? They are like, okay, it's time. The Scorpio collective has put in the work. They're at this point now. Now your ancestors and guides can do the work in the spirit realm, like knocking on doors. All right, it's time to get them together. So you may I don't know, your car might break down, but really it's just you ran out of gas, right? And the person that comes to it stops or whatever, and it's like that, and then you end up meeting, right? But you already knew this person. They just happened to drive by and saw you there because you live close, but you didn't really know each other. Or you go to an event, or you go out with friends and you meet someone else, right? And then you realize, wow, we're clicking. Or, it's like that. It's like that. You're meeting people of purity, innocence, because you've chose to release and balance yourself. What's more beautiful than that? Not much. Because all of this leads to financial success. And it's like abundance spiritually too. Body, mind, spirit. Emotionally, mentally, physically, right? And then you make things happen, because when you're not in a state of survival mode or flight or fight and dealing with people who think it's cool to play mind games because their life is so boring, or they don't want to heal and they're used to lower vibrational frequencies where it's like they don't want, like we ain't the same, and they don't want you from the waist up. It's like that, like in the sense of you've just elevated to a point where it's like anything of a lower vibration, if it sends you red flag, anything, you're like, bye. I'm not even going to put the time in to figure out why you're like this. I just know it's a red flag, and that's good enough for me. Some of you aren't even going to tell people, but my ears are ringing right now. Why? Arius, Sam, David, Tom. Something about Chiron too. Check that star out. You've always known what you've known. Now it's time to see it in action. Those of you who fell, it's time to get back up. Show yourself. Don't be afraid. March is your month. Your friends are waiting. I'm hearing all this in my right ear. Some of you have maybe been feeling like you've been being watched or something. That's an ancestor or a guide, an angel on your bed, right? Like watching over you at night, protecting you. Yeah. All right. That's what I got for you guys today. Please hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe. Thanks, Scorpio. I love you, and I'll be back with another one. Bye.